The name is absolutely perfect. It says, I am going to be the cornerstone of St. Patrick's Center. I'm going to be the rock, the part of this building and the part of this agency that's going to be around forever.
Lloyd and Dee Albury, a wonderful couple who have made a planned gift to St. Patrick's Center out of the generosity of their heart.
We had a 32-unit apartment building that was driving us nuts. It was income property, it was a lot of work, and we were seriously considering selling it to get out from underneath the aggravation of being landlords. So when the attorney brought up the idea of a charitable remainder trust, and he said, you know, you can take a really appreciated asset and place this in the trust, the light bulb goes off and we say, aha, we've got an idea. We called Jan Rasmussen and she invited us down for a tour, and the tour really opened our eyes.
And they were both touched by the fact that St. Patrick's Center is the largest outpatient program for drug and alcohol.
I've had some up close and personal experience with family and friends with the ravages of alcohol and chemical dependency. It is only getting the people clean and sober. It was that they were offering them life skills and some hope.
It's just amazing. I have to pinch myself all the time to say, am I really where I'm at?
The things that impressed me the most was the very first time I came in here. We walked in on a room and Jan explained to me that this gal came in here in this situation and here's where she is now. And she was beaming. You could see a lot of self-confidence. She was just beaming in what she had accomplished in this building.
Curtis was introduced to St. Patrick's Center through his niece, who works on one of our special events. Kurt has made his gift in memory of his mother, Josephine, and he told me that he felt like it was such a perfect connection.
In here it looks like she's a socialite. No, she was not a socialite. She didn't belong to a country club. She was strong, she had, I don't think, any insecurities, and she didn't need recognition. But it would please her to know that I'm, you know, I'm in a position where I can do this, I want to do it, and I'm doing it.
The beauty of it is it can be tailor-made, and we fortunately have wonderful financial planners who are volunteers of this agency willing to step forward and help people with that process. They feel that that's their stewardship, that's how they're giving back to this agency.
And it doesn't take a whole lot of money or attorneys or assets to do that. It takes a little bit of your heart, and we now have one of the greatest win-wins that we've really ever seen in our financial life. No aggravation. We actually receive monthly income, and it's better than we were getting from the building. We're receiving a tax deduction, and the best part of all of that is we did some good with that money.
My goal is to have a $10 million endowment that can generate $500,000 of operating support for this agency, which would go a long way to securing the client tracking system, for example, which is the lifeblood of this agency.
Dan gave us a statistic that just blew me away, that of the homeless people, 1 out of 4 is a vet, is a man or a woman that served our country, and they're now living on the street. And I never knew that. My dad and a number of my uncles served in World War II. And the fact that they have programs set up for the vets to train them, to give them hope, to give them a life, and to give them a future, that was one of the items that really got to my heart. That's the charity for us. We don't need to talk to anybody else.
Planned giving is truly, I think, the greatest gift of faith. You're giving to people you'll never know. You're giving to people you'll never meet. You're giving to people who are suffering hardships you can never relate to. And you're giving to people who will be around long after you're gone.
When we're gone, and Dee's going to go right to heaven.
Absolutely.
I have to go to purgatory first.
500 billion years.
But when we're together again, we'll be able to look down at St. Patrick's and say, we're still part of that.
Yeah.
That's very important to us.